$1,500 on his very first deal. How did my man Brenton from Denver, Colorado do it?
Real life street stars. We in here with Brenton from Mile High Minute, man.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you.
Straight out of, where you coming from, man? Tell them where you
Straight out of Denver, man. Colorado.
It's Cowboy the Wild Boy checking the in. You watching Mile High Minute.
How much minute, man?
Mile High Minute up. That's what's going on.
Mile High Minute, man. I know it's going down, man.
Damn, yo,
Tell
shout out
what it
Mile
is.
High Minute, bro.
Mile High Minute, man. Like I told y'all, man, tap in.
This is Brenton with the Mile High Minute. You're tapped in with the Adrian Show, man. What's up, bro?
Hey, my name is Adrian. I'm glad to have my boy Brenton, the video god, here. I had to have him do the intro.
Hell yeah. I appreciate it.
Brenton is, what would you consider yourself, bro? Like, I don't know, your main title.
Man, a lot of things. Overall, I'll just say entrepreneur, CEO of Mile High Minute.
So,
blogger, you know,
okay.
media personality.
So Brenton is like the god blogger in Denver, the blog father here in Denver.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one yet, the blog father. That's lit.
He be doing dope ass shit. Definitely go follow him out. You want to plug your socials, bro?
Yeah, go follow Mile High Minute on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. My personal Instagram at Brenton _ Saylor, Twitter Brenton Saylor. Yeah, that's really it. Make sure y'all go subscribe on YouTube. That's like most important to me for sure.
Hell yeah, bro. So we'll start with like the basics, you know, like how old are you? Where are you from? Like what got you into like your career, you know, maybe a little bit more specific about like the blogging and what you do, you know?
Yeah. I'm 300. I'm 23, just turned 23 in this month actually. Big Capricorn. What got me into where I'm at today? It really started with like vintage clothes. So, you know, just getting into that game, flipping vintage clothes online and in person and stuff like that, going to like ThriftCon. That's where like my love for entrepreneurship really started.
Yeah.
And then I started Mile High Minute because I was linking up with rappers and artists with the clothes, the vintage clothes, selling them shoes and stuff, you know, Lil Mosey, Young Simi, to name a few. And then so it was like a mix of that, and then also I remember I went to a show in Boulder like 3-4 years ago. It was Young Fiji. I heard him on stage, and it was walk, you could hit the dough. And that was like the first time I like really liked a Colorado artist, where like I seen the talent and the potential, and I was like, Colorado has rappers that like sound good. And then
believe it or not.
Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. So then I was like, you know, going on No Jumper, Say Cheese, Real Life Street Stars, all these like different platforms. Yeah. And I'm like noticing like, where's the Colorado artists? You know what I'm saying? Like why aren't they doing interviews? Yeah. And then I was like, light bulb ding. Fuck it, I'm gonna start doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like why not? Like And I seen a void, you know. There's a lot of artists out here, a lot of talented artists, a lot of talented videographers, a lot of talented producers, DJs, you know. But there weren't too many bloggers, you know what I'm saying?
No media publication.
Exactly. So I was like, I think I just solved the problem in my head. And that's one thing I always learned growing up was when you're starting a business, you got to be able to solve a problem. And I felt like I was solving a problem by starting to interview the artists, you know, feeling kind of like that demand. So.
Bro, that's really funny that you say that. My old business partner, shout out Johnny J Visuals, it's funny because like that's literally like one of his mottos. He says like, when you have a problem, or if there's a problem, the way you get rich is by like finding a solution. Like that's what he says. He's like, people have a problem, find the solution, you'll get rich.
No, facts. Shout out Johnny J. We did an interview with him.
Hell yeah. Shout out my boy AT just walked in.
Hell yeah.
What made you get into like the vintage, bro? Like
so man, when I was young, my mom always used to take me to thrift stores because, you know, we didn't have bread like that. So you should just go to the thrift store and find like dope gear. And I remember one time in specific, I'm a huge Lakers fan. I've been a Lakers fan, you know, RP Kobe for the longest. And I found a Boston Celtics Paul Pierce finals jersey.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was the year they played the Lakers, so you know damn well I wasn't gonna wear that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's gotta be worth some money though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's too, like, it's still dope. I'm not gonna wear it, but it's cool. So then I just started doing research online about like flipping clothes, garage selling and stuff like that. And sold that jersey, and it kind of just started from there. You know, I realized, oh, like I can, you know, be self-made in a way, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, I'm gonna start doing this. And that was kind of like, it just started going up from there, you know, going to LA to the Rose Bowl, doing Thrift Con, Sneaker Fest, all that out here, and just, you know, kept going up from there with that.
What would you say are like the favorite parts of your entrepreneurship and the blogging experiences?
Man, the process is like, it's tough. Like, there's a lot of tough moments, but overall, what I love about it is just watching myself grow every day, watching the YouTube grow every day, watching just my overall growth. That I love that, and I love like networking and connecting with people and helping the city, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, I really want to see Colorado win. Like, as much as, you know what I'm saying, bullshit I hear, like, no matter what, I love Colorado. This is where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to see the city win, and I want to help out people who grew up in a struggle, get out of their environment and make money off music and push forward, you know.
I definitely see that in you, bro, and I appreciate you for it. That's why I have you on the show, bro. I mean, you're like someone I look up to, bro, genuinely.
That's real, man. I appreciate that.
That being said, bro, I know we were talking about No Jumper and not seeing like a lot of people on stuff like that. I know of Say Cheese. I don't know what Colorado artists have been on there, but
no,
none of them.
And it's like Sean keeps teasing too, because he'll be on Twitter like, oh, I need to get one out of Colorado next. Like, he keeps teasing, but I don't think he's interviewed a Colorado artist.
Yeah, I've seen Old Man Saxon on
No Jumper.
I don't know is that the only Colorado artist that you know of on No Jumper? I don't know if there's been other ones.
Interview wise, yes. I know like Selena Powell's been on, but she's not an artist.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
And then I know It's Okay to Cry has a music video on there, but he hasn't been interviewed. So yeah, Saxon, I'm pretty sure the only one that's been interviewed by No Jumper.
Okay, so that being said, who do you think you would like to see like first on those big media publications if the were to happen?
Well, there's been a couple. So shouts Barry Springer, he's a blog in Fort Worth. He's done, I want to say, at least 10 Colorado interviews. Got another one on the way. Shout out Real Life Street Stars. I was actually the first Colorado person to be on that platform. So that was like, I actually felt like I made it there for a second. That was beautiful. And like Dallas Global, like there's certain platforms that I know are gonna do the interviews, and they're bigger than Mile High Minute, but they're also not like a Say Cheese level yet. But if we're talking big platforms, you know, I know Say Cheese. I know Sean's he's gonna do it at some point. Like he talks about it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like text, Twitter, like he follows a couple Colorado artists. I know he's going to do it at some point. I'm manifesting it. I'm speaking into it. And No Jumper, bro. He needs to too. Real Life, Street Stars. There's so many platforms, bro, that I could see it. But I think Say Cheese will probably be, if I had a prediction, like the first major platform that's gonna like start interviewing Colorado artists.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
Outside of the smaller.
Who are your favorites? Who do you think deserves it?
Ooh, out here, like Colorado artists? All right, who I most listen to is going to be Hunter Pack Savvy, Polo Hilfiger, a.k.a. Cash Life Polo, and Lil Mac Diddy. They're probably like top 3 I listen to.
Oh, yeah.
But who deserves it? I would say They Call Him AP, FBP Mo. There's so many. Jacob Campbell. Nay Renee, Rachel Bailey, Kayla Ray, I could keep going. You know, so.
Oh yeah, bro. I just wanted to know. That was just me being curious, you know.
Yeah.
Who are some media publications that you look up to? I know you just talked about a couple of them, but is there any other ones that were missing or?
Outside of the ones I just shouted out, I mean Zach TV, R.I.P. You know, he from Chicago. He really he started the wave in a way. You know, with like outside of the radio stations doing it.
Yeah.
Say Cheese, No Jumper, Sperry, Dallas Global, Backstreets with Co in Houston, Nolazine TV, I believe they do interviews in New Orleans. 9A Films used to do it in Atlanta, but I think he kind of stopped. Bootleg Kev, Breakfast Club, you gotta watch Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna have to follow all them people, man.
Yeah.
What are some of your like long-term goals, like with just like your career paths in entrepreneurship?
Let's talk about real estate a little bit. I want to own multiple rentals. I want to own like multifamily units. I will own that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of, multifamily units to be able to like invest into the Mile High Minute. That's what I love, and just really go hard in real estate and get big with real estate, because I feel like that creates the most millionaires and more millionaires than any other business.
It's like proven, bro. Like America has literally ran like a game of Monopoly, like the board game.
Right.
Literally. Whoever owns the two blues is gonna get rich.
Right. So real estate. My next goal is to become like a six-figure man, yearly type thing. Then millionaire, and just keep going up from there. With YouTube, with all these, the sky's really the limit, but YouTube, by the end of the year, I want to have 10K subs.
Yeah.
I want to have 100K within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
A million within the next 5, you know what I'm saying? Those are some of the goals. And really, like, be able to monetize, bring in multiple streams of income while I'm sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Like, while I'm sleeping, people watching YouTube, like stock market, get really invested in the stock market. I have so many goals, and really, but overall, just put Colorado on the map, with the interviews and make it a hub for people to want to come to, like, you come to Colorado, you got to tap in with Mile High Minute, you got to do an interview, and, get some studio time, tap in with the artists out here, that's like the main goal.
Yeah, that's definitely cool, bro. I had seen, if I'm correct, I don't know him on a personal level like you, but I had seen like just like on Twitter, like Sean Cotton, like acquiring like property and shit. Yeah,
he's into real estate. I've actually hit him up about it. He didn't respond, but he does. I don't know for sure what he's doing at this point, but I know we were talking about fix and flips in our interview. I know he's bought land, so he's in real estate, and that's really what helped him get rich. So he's one of my mentors. That's who I watch. So
I don't know if you like to talk about it openly. Like, you could pass if you want to, but didn't you just recently come up like on a chunk of money, like flipping something, or? Yeah,
I made my first real estate deal. If people want to know like how much, they can go watch the video, but. Yeah, I recently did my first 2 real estate deals. Yeah,
and that's a video you got on YouTube too. What video is this?
It's on the Ask Flipman channel.
Oh, okay.
He's a big wholesaler on YouTube. I just DM'd him and he had me come on the show, so that was cool. That was dope. To be like my first real estate interview. You know what I'm saying? So
that's sweet, bro. That's very sweet. What are some of your like biggest accomplishments that you like consider yours? Personally.
Man, that real estate deal was a lot because, I've been really down bad at points in life, sleeping on couches, sleeping in my car, sleeping in the floor, like really down bad. But I knew like if I was to keep, just pursuing my dreams with real estate in the Mile High Minute, like it would take me somewhere, regardless of where I'm at now or where I have been, like I won't be struggling forever. So that real estate deal really just, it gave me a lot of confidence and opened me up and really helped me out, bro. So that was big. That Sean Cotton interview, did that like a little over a year ago. That kind of blew me up in Texas and made people want to tap into Colorado a little more in the music scene and really helped my channel out. The Real Life Street Stars interview. That really, just being on a big platform like that, and not having to pay for it, just how they're genuinely like loved what I'm doing and had respect for and wanted me to come on the show, like that was huge, like that. If you go watch the interview, like I felt like I made it for a second, like when you're like, damn, like this is actually working, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then recently the Billionaire Black interview, like that really boosted my channel a lot and was like actually like now I'm able to finally make money off YouTube, you know, like so that really, I'd say those 4 moments, if we're talking about accomplishments, right? Were like really just beneficial, you know what I'm saying? If we're talking strictly accomplishments, like those 4 were like really stand out to me in the entrepreneurial world, and I'll remember them forever.
And what are some obstacles you had to jump through, like for like monetization on YouTube?
Oh man, well I've had to, I've been monetized 3 different times. So first time was, you know, before they changed the rules to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a year. So I was making a little money there, but you couldn't withdraw until you got to $100. I probably had like $8. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then they demonetized me because I only had like 300 subscribers at the time. So I had to hit that new threshold. Then about a year ago, actually, like this month, a year ago, I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. And it took a couple months to hit the 4,000 watch hours. I think it was like March, April, May, around then. And then got monetized then, and we were cool for like a month or 2. And then YouTube demonetized me for copyright issues and some of the things I was posting. They didn't like, they wanted it to be like a friendly place, and you know, I'm seeing other bloggers in Texas, you know, posting fights and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to start posting fights. But
is that what you got in trouble for? Posting fights?
Yeah, that was part of it. And YouTube was like, no, we're not doing that.
That's crazy that you say that, because I had that idea like a week ago. I was like...
It probably ran me up. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, and I posted 6ix9ine's first live from jail. Because these are all like news or whatever, got copyrighted. I had to take that down. That shit had over like 150,000 views. So I was like kind of just messing around, testing things, and YouTube was not having it. So I had applied like 3 times after that, and I would like delete a couple videos here and then reapply. They keep denying me. And then I finally was like, you know what? I need to like monetize this. I've worked too hard, too long, you know? So I just cleaned up my channel, like, you know, got rid of any fights, got rid of any copyright violations, and they finally accepted me again, like a couple months ago, like 2-3 months ago, and like, that. If we're talking about just like the monetization process, obstacles, but I mean, if we're talking obstacles in life, bro, I can.
Yeah, let's hear about some of those, bro.
I can go on for days.
If you don't mind, I mean.
Yeah. You know, probably just growing up, you know, around a lot of drugs and on Section 8, you know, which is like government housing, if you know. I'm sure a lot of people know. You know, me and my dad are cool, but not really like him taking care of, you know, he wasn't around really taking care of us. And my mom was doing her best, you know, but she worked a little job, you know, 9 to 5 all the time. So that was a struggle, you know. I lost my license, you know, like 3 years ago, and I had to deal with that for a year. I, you know, went through a breakup that like really motivated me. That like right before I started Mile High Minute, and that really
Me
like.
too, my brother.
I think all guys can relate on that. That really like. That hurt, bro. And I wasn't no angel, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, you know, heartbroken. But that really like motivated me because, you know, ever since then I've just been single, really focusing on myself until the right one comes along. Like I said, sleeping in my car at times because I had nowhere to go. You know, my parents were sleeping in their car at one point too. You know, people don't know that. You know, a lot of people just assume, oh, white boy from the suburbs, he got money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was a struggle for sure. And believe it or not, sleeping in not this exact office, but in another office in this building, you know. Now I can talk about it because I don't do interviews there anymore, but yeah, sleeping there, you know what I'm saying, just because I loved it so much. Sleeping on the floors, my brothers, you know what I'm saying, like so many different couch surfing, just so many different moments where it was like I was down bad, but I just knew in my heart that this is what I wanted to do, and I believed in myself. And yeah, but I mean, I can keep going for days. Oh yeah, the hate, you know, just random hate comments, people trying to slander the business, people leaving the business. There's a bunch of moments, but yeah, I don't regret or wish I did anything different, because at the end of the day, like, it molded me to who I am, and I learned from each one. So we all go through it though, you know. We all have our different problems in life and stuff like that. So I never try to act like my problems are worse than anyone else's, because there's someone way worse off than me. You know? I'm still blessed to this day, I feel like. So
yeah. So with that being said, bro, I mean, what would be some of your advice to? Well, I'll ask you both. First, young artists going through obstacles, and then second, young media publications going through obstacles. But we'll start with the artists. What would you say to just people, young artists, bro, just struggling to start?
Young artists, I would say, first and foremost, do you love the music? I'm gonna pause because that's important. You know, if you genuinely, are you doing music because you genuinely love it? Or are you doing it for fame or insecurity, like any other type of reasons? Like, if you genuinely love music, if you genuinely love rapping or just, you know, speaking your life onto a mic and going with it, that's the first thing. Because if you love it, it opens up opportunities, because you're not stressing about, you know, or how can I put this? When you love something, you're not always on your ass worried about, I don't want to go to work today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you love it though, you want to keep going. You just want to keep progressing. Yeah. So that's number one. Two, I would say really focus at first when you're first starting out, build that foundation and focus on having a good sound and quality work and blowing up on YouTube and networking and really building that foundation, that strong foundation with, you know, your sound, your image, your network, and then, you know, start and drop. Keep pushing and get better and better. And then as you keep going, you know what I'm saying, start networking, start investing in music videos, you know what I'm saying, just brick by brick, keep going. Bloggers are huge to tap in with, A&Rs, DJs, you want to tap in with those. I see a lot of rappers, especially in Colorado, they just drop on SoundCloud and move along. It's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Drop on all platforms, but build yourself first so you can actually like distribute it. But, you know, drop on all platforms, drop on YouTube, you know, network with these bloggers and stuff like that, because that's really what's going to help build your brand. And, you know, if you really love it, you know, don't give up. But also, be realistic with yourself, because not everyone's going to make it in the rap industry, you know. Yeah. I still haven't even made it, you know. I've kind of made some moves, but I have a lot of work to do. Yeah. So, you know, be real with yourself. Is this something you can see yourself couch surfing and going through a lot of struggles and you know what I'm saying, just be able to deal with the hate and the criticism and the obstacles it takes, you know, to really get yourself to where you need to go? Because anyone could do it at the end of the day, but do you have that mindset and that work ethic that's gonna push you through all the naysayers and the obstacles and stuff like that? So that's what I would say for artists. And for the media side of things,
before we get to the media side, I actually just want to butt in a little bit.
Go ahead.
I gotta say, like, do you make music, bro, at all by chance, or?
I've tried it, I've played around, but I know I'm not a good rapper, so
that is, like, honestly, the advice you just gave, bro, is spot on. Like, I would give the same, like, it's almost you just took the words right. And I say that because I've made music myself. I had to figure all this shit out that you said. I had to figure that out as an artist for, like, the past, like, I don't know, like, I've only really been taking it serious for like 2 years, but, you know, when I've been making music for like 5 years, you know, and like all that shit, I'd always be like, oh, I'm getting slept on, people suck.
Yeah, you can't have that negative mindset.
Yeah, I know,
bro.
You start to realize you're not being slept on, you're just half-assing your like publication, you know? And the advice you gave to like young artists, definitely go back and replay that shit and listen to everything.
That's
you
real.
just,
I appreciate
you pretty
that.
much just told y'all how to get organic growth.
I'll do my best to, give out game, and because I want to see everyone win. You got to teach what's taught. I've been taught all these things, so why wouldn't I teach other people or give my advice?
I'll give that as an artist because I had to experience all that. I didn't have someone tell me that. Like I had to learn for myself, learn the hard way. It takes longer when you learn that way.
No, for sure. And I appreciate you bringing that up too, because what'd you say right at first? You made a really good point.
What'd you say? I don't know. I just said that. Me as an artist.
Well, you said something I wanted to go off of though. I'm trying to think. What was it? You said something about half-assing it, right?
Oh yeah. You're half-assing though. You're not getting slept on. You're half-assing
that's
publication.
What. So, a lot of artists comment on my posts or comment on bigger artists out here posts like, "Oh, I'm slept on," and like just complaining. And it's like we all have those moments, right? Where we're upset, we're down ourselves. But bro, you gotta be positive, bro. You gotta have that mindset. You gotta manifest things like, okay, if that person don't like you, force your logo in front of their face 14 times. They see it 14 times, they're gonna remember it forever.
Yeah.
Give these people no choice but to love it because you worked hard enough and kept pushing and stayed positive, bro. You surround yourself with negative people and negative mindsets and you think like that, that's what's gonna happen. Now, if you DM Sean Khan and say, hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you, you're gonna meet him. Like it's real, bro. Man, the tongue is real. Manifestation is real, bro.
For real, dude.
Sorry, I had to go off of.
No, you're good, bro. Honestly, to everyone too, like the reason I do all this shit, I started engineering because nobody wanted to fuck with me on studio time. I started producing because nobody wanted to make me beats. I started doing my videos because nobody wanted to make my videos. And now, fast forward and here we are. I be doing everything by myself. The photography, you really got to. It's about how bad you want it. Nobody's gonna hand you this shit.
Facts.
And it's like he said, you like really force that shit on people to where they're gonna see it. You got to, low-key.
They might hate you, but
it's
you're gonna get a lot of love too.
It's basic economics, low-key. Some people, it's like if you're going around door to door trying to sell candy bars and people don't want to buy your candy bars, what can you do?
Well, 1 out of 10 people is gonna eventually say yes.
Exactly. All you can do is ask more people.
Right.
If your problem is no one's buying your candy bars, go ask more people.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same thing with rap music. A lot of people don't like your songs. Go tell more people to listen.
No, that's facts. There's a lot of people that they say they hate my interviews, but they really, it don't matter. But
anyway, now we're back on the interviews though.
The media.
Advice to the media publications.
So, I think in Colorado it's a good space. See, I like to think positive. Again, it's similar to the rap advice. Thinking positive. The thing with Colorado is this is undiscovered gold out here. The rap scene, because you can't say. I know there's a lot of talent out here.
Yeah, there is. I'm a scout.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out here. So we have an opportunity to change history, bro. And like the Say Cheeses, Dallas Global, Sperry Springers. Texas is popping, right? They already got shit going. Now imagine if we get in now. With the media game out here, before it blows up. It's already blowing up as we speak, like getting bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah.
But if you get in now, you're going to reap the benefits 5-10 years from now if you stay consistent. And, like I said earlier, solving a problem. Like I seen a problem in Colorado. There's not enough media, and we need a lot more media out here. So, how many rappers are out here?
Shit, I don't even know, bro. Hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds easily. Everyone wants to be a rapper. Everyone wants to be the guy getting lit.
Right. No one wants to play their part. So what kind of demand, if there's hundreds, if not thousands of Colorado rappers, what kind of demand does that create for the media?
Shit, that's a high-ass demand, and we got a low supply here.
Name how many, like, off the top of your head, how many people, don't name them necessarily unless you really fuck with them, but like how many people, publications that do interviews in Colorado?
I know you, Fish Scale. I don't know if City Roots does interviews, but they kind of do like shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I've seen some other small ones popping up, kind of like at the same point that where I'm at.
Yeah,
but other than that, like
there's not that many though,
that's
right?
about it.
Less than 5. I mean, there's more than that for sure. But like just off the top of your head, but how many rappers can we name right now?
Oh fuck, we go on for days.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just like proof that there's a lot of demand, bro. A lot of demand for like media out here and stuff like that. But I would say same thing with the rap, bro. If you love this, you know what I'm saying? Like genuinely love it, and you're willing to go through the struggles and the naysayers and the criticism and all that, you know, then do it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, understand one thing I've noticed a lot about Colorado people is understand the importance of networking outside of Colorado and bridging that gap. Like that's one thing I really decided to take serious since I started, because I knew if we just stay in Colorado, it's only going to get us so far. Yeah, like sure, I got local fame, cool. But how can we really build here and make Colorado's music scene like popping? You know what I'm saying? We got to go to these Texas, Atlanta, Phoenix, go to these other LA, go to these other cities and bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them about Colorado music, and we also, you know, got to bring and do interviews with them, network with them to grow your platform, but also bring them back because. You know, I just did like 150,000 views with Billionaire Black in different clips. Out of that 150,000 views, I guarantee at least, you know, to be, let's say 1% to be nice, to be safe. What's 1% of 150,000? It's got to be what, like 150?
Shit, you're asking the wrong person, bro. I failed math like 4 times.
I'm gonna say, or it might be 1,500.
This is why I'm my own boss. I didn't want to do fucking math for a living.
Yeah. Side note, I'm decent at math. I did finish calculus. But anyways, 1,500. I'm gonna go with 1,500 people out of that 150,000 views probably went and watched a Colorado interview. And out of those 1,500 people, probably, let's say 150 of those people actually started listening to, you know, a Colorado artist. And these are kind of just hypothetical, but I mean, if you think about it, like
the potential's there. Anything can happen. We've seen crazy shit happen. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
All it takes is like. Man, rap artists are almost like little wildfires. All it takes is one little spark from the right person or the right thing.
The right person.
Who's the dude that just went viral at the Walmart, the TikTok?
Oh, yeah. Little do they know, he's from Colorado. Like,
I forgot.
He's a rapper.
I never, bro, if I'm be real, I mean, like, I still haven't even heard his music or even heard of him before that.
Yeah.
But that shit went viral, and now here we are talking about it.
Yeah, no, he, I knew him like, funny story, bro. I sold him clothes at ThriftCon like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, shit.
And I seen him at shows and stuff. Like, he does music, and he actually hit me up to do an interview like a year ago. I told him, bro, just throw me $100 or something.
Yeah.
Like, cause you know, like he has music, but you know, at that time I'm growing, you know, blah blah blah, and he laughed at me. But then, you know, a year later he asked me to do it. I said I'm down, but give me some time, and now he's fucking famous and viral. So good for him. But yeah, good for him though. I want to see that.
Yeah. That shit happens, yeah.
But yeah, man. And yeah, like you said, the right people got to see it, you know. Sean Conn needs to see Colorado music.
Yeah.
You need to talk to labels outside the U.S., you know, et cetera. So.
Anyways, to kind of finish off, bro, what is some life advice that you have from Brenton Saylor, you know, that you want to be remembered for? What do you want to be remembered for the most?
What do I want to be remembered for?
You know, if you were to go, what would you tell people around you, you know? Or what would you want them to remember from your mouth, you know?
I would want them to remember that, you know, I love Colorado. You know, I love my family, my friends. I love Denver. I love the music scene out here. I want to be remembered as, you know, one of the real, like, people that really, like, put on for the Colorado scene and, like, really helped bring it to the next level and really, you know, helped a bunch of artists make money out here. And you know, I want to be known from being a guy that was able to get his family out of the struggle and be successful in real estate and you know, own properties, be able to go state to state and just live the life that I dream and help these, help my family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, help my kids. I want my kids to be able to live the dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just live in a nice house with a beautiful wife, and that can take care of the kids. And she don't gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what I want to be remembered for. And I really don't care about the fame. It's cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I like, you know, it's cool to get noticed sometimes and you know, be appreciated. Like, anyone wants that, you know, to an extent. But at the end of the day, you know, I do this because, you know, I come from nothing, and I want to show people that anyone could do it, you know, as long as you believe in it. And I want to help my family. At the end of the day, that's my why, you know, my family, my brother, Brenton, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my future wife, my future kids, you know, my nephews, and my friends, and the rappers out here. I want to see them win, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to be. And I want to be known as, like, humble, but at the same time, like, you know, he popped his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he let it be known, and he stood on shit. Like, you know, I might not respond to the hate all the time and whatnot, but, you know, I want to be known as the dude who was humble and just kept moving forward regardless of what people said or anything, you know. Because if you get to know me, you know, I'm a real genuine dude, you know, came from nothing, that just wants to help Colorado win, and that's really what it is.
Yeah, well, you're definitely already inspiring people. I gotta be real, bro. Like, I seen people, like, as soon as I met, like, people, like, or heard, you know, because I didn't meet you in person, obviously, right away, you know, but as soon as I seen your brand, people like you, Director Ave, and Johnny, you know, like, it just made me realize I wasn't even doing shit, you know, like, I was like, I thought, you know, I grew up in a small town in Colorado. I grew up in Brighton, and like, I thought, like, you know, I won't lie, I kind of was, like, the biggest thing over there, but that's such a small city in the world, you know? And, like, once I seen y'all shit, I was like, damn, you know, I'm not doing shit. And, like, y'all just inspire me to go, like, that much harder. You guys are definitely having an impact, you know, with the people, like, and it's real interesting to see, because all of y'all are, like, this around the same age, you know, like 23. And trust me, you know, the youth will always get better because of what you guys do, you know?
Yeah. That's love, bro. You know, I appreciate that. And the other thing I like to do is blog with integrity, you know? Like, we're going to get into some interesting stuff, you know, that's part of the game. But, you know, you watch a lot of bloggers, you know, all they cover is negative shit. And like, you know, I will sometimes, but for the most part, you know, I do my best to be a positive influence. And you know, I'm not afraid to tell, you know, gangbangers out here, like, you know, I know, you know, you come from a struggle and I respect it, you know, and I want to show love your music, but I'm not afraid to tell anyone, like, you know what I'm saying, keep focusing on this music shit. You got talent, like, you can keep going, you know. But I have respect with it too, you know. I don't hate on no one, you know what I'm saying, because I know we all come from environments that, you know, shape us and build us. So, that's really that. But shit, you know how you say that, right? I look at myself like that too, bro. You know, I'm not shit yet. I got a lot of work to do. I look at, you know, a Say Cheese, No Jumper, and I'm like, damn, like, I need to get like them. Like, I'm not shit yet. You know what I'm saying? You know? Like people don't really, like, don't really know me too much outside of Colorado and maybe a little bit of Texas and stuff, but you know, they will.
A fish won't outgrow its tank, you know?
Right.
And that's just facts, you know? You got to get out of your comfort zone. All, you know, the advice to anyone. And, you know, people just do it.
Oh, they will know, though. Mile High Minute's here to stay, and it's going to be one of the biggest brands when it comes to blogging and stuff like that in the coming years. And and Colorado's going to be one of the bigger scenes, too. Mark my words.
Mile High Minute, ladies and gentlemen. You want to plug your socials one more time, bro?
I appreciate it, man. Mile High Minute on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything. Just search it up, Mile High Minute. And, I mean, I'm even on, like, Apple and SoundCloud and all that, too. But personal is Brenton _Saylor on Instagram, Twitter, @Brenton Saylor. And, yeah, that's really that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming.
It's love, man. Appreciate it.
Bro, much love.